Success is not an accident. Failure is not an accident either. Both are the result of specific ways of thinking that compound over time into specific results. And here's what I've discovered after decades of studying successful people and working with thousands of individuals. Winners think differently than losers. Not sometimes, every single day. Now, before we go any further, let me define what I mean by a winner. A winner isn't necessarily someone who has the most money, though money often follows. A winner isn't necessarily someone who is famous or well-known. A winner is someone who has learned to win the battle between their ears first, and as a result, they win the battles in their life. They win in their relationships, they win in their career, they win in their health, and yes, they often win financially too. The mindset of a winner starts with a fundamental understanding that you and I have been given the greatest gift in the universe, the gift of choice. Every morning you wake up, you get to choose how you're going to think about your day. You get to choose how you're going to respond to whatever life throws at you. You get to choose whether you're going to focus on what's wrong or what's possible. You get to choose whether you're going to be a victim of your circumstances or the architect of your future. But here's what separates winners from everyone else. They make this choice consciously, deliberately, and consistently. They don't leave their thinking to chance. They don't wait to see what kind of mood they wake up in. They decide in advance how they're going to think, and then they discipline themselves to think that way, regardless of what's happening around them. Let me tell you what successful people understand that others don't. They understand that your life moves in the direction of your strongest thoughts. If you think about problems all day long, you'll become an expert at finding problems. If you think about solutions all day long, you'll become an expert at finding solutions. If you think about what you lack, you'll notice more lack. If you think about opportunities, you'll notice more opportunities. This isn't positive thinking fairy tale nonsense. This is how the human mind works. Your mind is like a sophisticated radar system, and it picks up on whatever you program it to look for. Winners program their mental radar to look for possibilities, opportunities, solutions, and reasons why they can succeed. Average people program their mental radar to look for problems, obstacles, excuses, and reasons why they can't succeed. Now, let me share with you the daily mental habits that separate winners from everyone else. The first habit is this: winners start their day by feeding their mind instead of their emotions. While most people reach for their phone first thing in the morning to see what drama is happening in the world, winners reach for books, audio programs, or a journal. They understand that the first 30 minutes of your day sets the tone for the next 16 hours. You see, your mind is like a garden. If you don't plant seeds deliberately, weeds will grow automatically. Most people start their day planting weeds, negative news, social media drama, complaints about traffic or weather. Winners start their day planting seeds, wisdom from books, insights from mentors, gratitude for their blessings, and clear intentions for their day. The second daily habit of winners is this: they take personal responsibility for everything in their life. Not some things, everything. They understand that even if they're not to blame for what happens to them, they are responsible for how they respond to what happens to them. This single shift in thinking is worth millions of dollars because it puts you back in control of your life. Average people spend their mental energy looking for someone to blame. Winners spend their mental energy looking for ways to improve their response. Average people say, "It's not my fault." Winners say, "It's my responsibility." Average people focus on what others did wrong. Winners focus on what they can do better. When you take complete responsibility for your life, something magical happens. You stop being a victim and start being a victor. You stop waiting for others to change and start changing yourself. You stop hoping your circumstances will improve and start improving your skills to handle any circumstance. The third habit that winners practice daily is this: they invest time in personal development like their life depends on it, because it does. Winners understand that you don't get paid for the hour, you get paid for the value you bring to the hour. And the only way to increase the value you bring is to increase yourself. While average people spend their spare time being entertained, winners spend their spare time being educated. While average people watch television, winners read books. While average people listen to music, winners listen to educational audio programs. While average people attend parties, winners attend seminars. This isn't because winners don't know how to have fun. It's because they understand that personal development is the greatest gift you can give yourself and your family. You see, if you work on your job, you can make a living, but if you work on yourself, you can make a fortune. Your income will rarely exceed your personal development. Your success will rarely exceed your personal growth. Your relationships will rarely exceed your emotional maturity. Your leadership will rarely exceed your character development. The fourth mental habit of winners is that they think long-term while acting short-term. They understand that success is not a destination you arrive at. It's a process you engage in daily. Everyday winners ask themselves, what can I do today that will make tomorrow better? They plant seeds today that they'll harvest years from now. Average people think short-term and act short-term. They want everything now, and they're willing to sacrifice their future for immediate gratification. Winners are willing to sacrifice today for a better tomorrow. They understand that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, and progress takes time. This long-term thinking affects every decision winners make. When choosing what to eat, they think about their health 10 years from now. When choosing how to spend their money, they think about their financial security 20 years from now. When choosing how to spend their time, they think about the skills they're developing and the relationships they're building that will serve them for decades to come. The fifth habit is that winners maintain an attitude of gratitude, not just when things are going well, but especially when things are challenging. They understand that gratitude is not just a nice thing to do. It's a powerful tool for transforming your mental state and attracting better circumstances into your life. You see, what you focus on expands. If you focus on what's wrong with your life, what's wrong will seem to multiply. If you focus on what's right with your life, what's right will seem to multiply. Winners have trained themselves to notice the good in every situation. Not because they're naive or because they ignore problems, but because they understand that a grateful mind is a magnet for miracles. Every morning, winners take inventory of their blessings. They appreciate their health, their relationships, their opportunities, and even their challenges, because they understand that challenges are opportunities in disguise. This daily practice of gratitude rewires their brain to see abundance instead of scarcity, possibilities instead of problems, and hope instead of despair. The sixth mental habit of winners is that they surround themselves with other winners. They understand that you become who you spend time with. If you spend time with people who complain, you'll become a complainer. If you spend time with people who make excuses, you'll become an excuse maker. If you spend time with people who dream big and take action, you'll become a dreamer who takes action. Winners are very selective about who they allow into their inner circle. They seek out mentors who are where they want to be. They build relationships with peers who are going in the same direction. They limit their time with people who drain their energy or discourage their dreams. This isn't about being arrogant or thinking you're better than others. It's about understanding that association determines destination. The seventh habit is that winners have learned to embrace failure as feedback. While average people see failure as final, winners see failure as education. While average people let failure stop them, winners let failure teach them. While average people fear failure, winners know that failure is simply the price you pay for success. You see, success and failure are not opposites. They're partners. You cannot have significant success without significant failure. The bigger your success, the bigger your failures along the way. Winners understand this, so they fail fast, fail forward, and fail better. They extract the lesson from every setback and use it to improve their next attempt. The eighth mental habit of winners is that they maintain absolute clarity about what they want. They don't just have goals, they have compelling visions that pull them forward even when the going gets tough. They can see their desired future so clearly that it becomes more real to them than their current circumstances. Average people are vague about what they want. They say things like, I want to be happy, or I want to be successful, or I want to make more money. Winners are specific. They know exactly what they want by when they want it and why they want it. This clarity gives them power because a confused mind does nothing, but a clear mind moves mountains. Winners write down their goals, review them daily, and visualize them regularly. They understand that goals that are not written down are merely wishes, and wishes without action are worthless. They create detailed plans for achieving their goals and then work their plans consistently, making adjustments as needed but never losing sight of their destination. The ninth habit is that winners have learned to manage their emotions instead of being managed by them. They understand that emotions are signals, not commands. When they feel fear, they don't automatically retreat. They ask what the fear is trying to tell them and then decide how to respond. When they feel anger, they don't automatically react. They pause, process, and then choose their response. Average people are ruled by their emotions. They make decisions based on how they feel in the moment, and then they wonder why their lives are inconsistent and unpredictable. Winners make decisions based on their values and their goals regardless of how they feel in the moment. They understand that successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do, whether they feel like it or not. This emotional mastery doesn't mean winners don't feel emotions deeply. It means they don't let emotions make their decisions for them. They feel the fear and act anyway. They feel the doubt and move forward anyway. They feel the disappointment and try again anyway. The 10th mental habit of winners is that they think in terms of serving others rather than serving themselves. They understand that success is not just about what you get, it's about what you give. They know that the size of your success is determined by the size of the service you provide to others. While average people wake up thinking, what can I get today? Winners wake up thinking, what can I give today? While average people focus on making money, winners focus on making a difference, knowing that money follows value. While average people try to find people to help them, winners try to find people they can help. This service mindset transforms everything. When you focus on serving others, you stop being self-conscious and start being service-conscious. When you focus on solving problems for others, you stop worrying about your own problems. When you focus on adding value to others, you automatically become more valuable yourself. The 11th habit is that winners have learned to live in the present while planning for the future. They don't get stuck in the past, reliving old mistakes or resting on past achievements. They don't get lost in the future, worrying about things that may never happen. They focus their energy and attention on what they can control right now in this moment. This present moment awareness gives winners incredible power because all of your power exists in the present moment. You can't change the past and you can't control the future, but you can absolutely influence what happens right now. Winners understand that success is not built in dramatic moments, it's built in daily disciplines, moment by moment, choice by choice, action by action. The 12th mental habit of winners is that they maintain unwavering faith in their ability to figure things out. They may not know how they're going to achieve their goals when they set them, but they have complete confidence in their ability to learn, grow, and adapt until they find a way. This faith isn't based on arrogance, it's based on past evidence of their ability to overcome challenges and solve problems. Average people need to see the whole staircase before they'll take the first step. Winners are willing to take the first step even when they can only see the next step. They understand that life rewards action, not perfection. They would rather make a mistake moving forward than make no mistake standing still. The 13th habit is that winners have learned to see opportunity where others see obstacles. When average people encounter a problem, they see a roadblock. When winners encounter a problem, they see a doorway. When average people face competition, they get discouraged. When winners face competition, they get motivated. When average people encounter change, they resist it. When winners encounter change, they embrace it. This shift in perspective is not just philosophical, it's practical. Every problem contains the seed of an equivalent or greater opportunity. Every challenge is a chance to grow stronger. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Winners have trained themselves to automatically look for the opportunity in every situation, and because they're looking for it, they find it. The 14th mental habit of winners is that they understand the power of consistency over intensity. While average people work in spurts of motivation followed by long periods of inactivity, winners show up every day, regardless of how they feel. They understand that success is not about making one great effort. It's about making great effort consistently over time. Winners know that small, consistent actions compound into extraordinary results. Reading 10 pages a day doesn't seem like much, but it's 3 books per month and 36 books per year. Exercising for 20 minutes a day doesn't seem significant, but it's over 100 hours per year. Saving $10 a day doesn't feel impressive, but it's $3,600 per year plus compound interest. The 15th and final mental habit I want to share with you is this: winners have learned to celebrate progress, not just achievements. They understand that success is a journey, not a destination, and they've learned to enjoy the journey. They celebrate small wins, acknowledge improvements, and appreciate growth. Average people only celebrate when they reach their final destination, which means they spend most of their time feeling unsuccessful. Winners celebrate every step forward, every lesson learned, every skill developed, and every relationship built along the way. This keeps them motivated, energized, and grateful throughout their journey. Now let me tell you something important. These mental habits don't require any special talent, education, or background. They don't require you to be born into wealth or have connections in high places. They simply require you to make a decision to think like a winner starting today. But here's what you must understand: knowing these habits is not enough. You must practice them. You must make them part of your daily routine until they become automatic. You must persist through the initial discomfort of changing your thinking patterns until new neural pathways are formed and thinking like a winner becomes as natural as breathing. The human mind is incredibly powerful, but it's also incredibly programmable. Right now, your mind is programmed with the thoughts, beliefs, and habits that have created your current results. If you want different results, you must reprogram your mind with different thoughts, beliefs, and habits. This reprogramming process takes time, patience, and persistence. Some days will be easier than others. Some days you'll feel motivated and inspired. Other days you'll feel discouraged and want to quit. But winners understand that consistency beats perfection, and they show up anyway. Remember this: your mind is your most valuable asset, and how you use it will determine the quality of your life. You can use it to build dreams or destroy them. You can use it to find solutions or create problems. You can use it to attract success or repel it. The choice is always yours. Starting tomorrow morning, I want you to begin implementing these mental habits one by one. Don't try to change everything at once. That's a recipe for overwhelm and failure. Pick one habit and focus on it for 30 days until it becomes automatic, then add another one. Start with feeding your mind first thing in the morning. Instead of reaching for your phone, reach for a book or listen to an educational audio program. Spend just 15 minutes feeding your mind instead of your emotions, and watch how it changes your entire day. Then work on taking complete responsibility for your life. Stop looking for someone to blame and start looking for ways to improve your response to whatever life brings you. This single shift will put you back in control of your destiny. Next, commit to investing in your personal development every single day. Read, listen, learn, and grow. Remember, if you work on your job, you can make a living. But if you work on yourself, you can make a fortune. The compound effect of these mental habits will astonish you. In 30 days, you'll notice small changes. In 90 days, you'll notice significant changes. In 1 year, you'll hardly recognize the person you used to be. In 5 years, your entire life will be transformed. But you must start. You must take the first step. You must make the decision right now, tonight, that you're going to think like a winner starting tomorrow morning. Because here's the truth: your life will not get better by chance. It will only get better by change. And the most important change you can make is the change in how you think. The mindset of a winner is available to you right now. You don't have to wait for better circumstances. You don't have to wait for more education. You don't have to wait for someone to give you permission. You can choose to think like a winner starting right now in this moment. Your dreams are waiting for you to develop the mindset worthy of achieving them. Your family is waiting for you to become the person they need you to be. Your future is waiting for you to make the mental shifts necessary to create it. The question is not whether you can develop the mindset of a winner. The question is whether you will. Will you make the decision? Will you pay the price? Will you persist when it gets difficult? Will you stay committed when others doubt you? I believe you will, because something inside you brought you here tonight. Something inside you knows you're capable of more. Something inside you is ready to break free from average thinking and embrace the mindset of a winner. Your time is now. Your moment is here. Your opportunity is in front of you. Don't let it pass by. Make the decision tonight that you're going to think, act, and live like the winner you were born to be. Because you were born to win, but to be a winner, you must plan to win, prepare to win, and expect to win. The mindset of a winner starts with a single thought, reinforced by a single decision: followed by a single action repeated until it becomes a habit, and sustained until it becomes a lifestyle. And that lifestyle will give you the life you've always dreamed of living. Start tomorrow. Start strong. Start with the unshakable belief that you have everything within you right now to create the life you want. Because you do. You absolutely do. Now go make it happen.